Hi, this is Ruescas. I'm a human optimization strategist, and today we are going to define what does human optimization strategy mean. So, we live in times when we have a cornucopia of techniques or of tools or technologies to help humans upgrade or to improve, right? But even though we humans have a desire to become the best version of ourselves, we don't normally have ways to actually know what way to take, how to measure progress, and so on and so forth. Therefore, what it happens is that we end up not taking action and we stop growing as individuals. Because of that problem is that human optimization strategy was born. So let's start with a few of the components of what does human optimization strategy mean. Let's start with optimization. An optimal system or an optimal machine is that machine that is not being underused nor overused. That means that when the demands require, we can use more of the capacity, and when we don't need that much, then we can down-regulate. Likewise, in our human condition, trying to always be on top of hustling constantly, that is a sign of overuse. Equally, if we are not making proper use of our potential, then that means that we are literally wasting talent and potential opportunities that we may have in the future, right? So an optimal system is one that, like I mentioned, is not overperforming or underperforming, but depending on the needs of the moment, we are flexible enough to perform. Second, strategy. The strategy is very interesting because here what we are doing is not setting a set of steps that are set in stone, so to speak, but instead we are creating different pathways for upgrading each one of our human bodies, minds, and emotional systems. And the strategy is called strategy because once something is not working, we can fluctuate from one side to the other side. And also, we do have nowadays, like I mentioned, techniques, technologies, tactics, and best practices that we can start applying from other people that have walked the walk, and now we need to personalize them based on that strategy. Now, the point is, how do we start applying these strategies? That is when I came up with this framework that I call Human Ops, which stands for Human Optimal Performance Systems. This is a framework that, if you can see, this is an infinite loop, and what it does is reflect that everything is connected with everything else in our human system. For example, the three main pillars are physiology, psychology, and emotions. When you make a change in any of them, the other ones get affected. For example, if there is a downgrade in the physiology, the emotional and the physiological aspects will also downgrade. But if you do an upgrade in the physiological aspect or in any of the other ones, the other two and the entire system is going to rise up. Therefore, Human Ops is a framework instead of a series of steps. And within each one of those areas, we have multiple other sub areas. For example, in physiology, we have breathing, respiration, movement, nutrition, we have sleep, and so on and so forth. In the areas of psychology, or we have something like cognitive biases, mental models, understanding our belief systems, and so on and so forth. In the areas of emotional management, we have emotional vocabulary or literacy. We have emotional management. We have understanding how emotions work in the body. We have so many of those areas. When someone wants to start upgrading, what I recommend is taking a baseline based on those three areas to know where is the starting point of their journey, and therefore finding out what is the next step that they would like to get on. Based on that desire is that we can apply different strategies, different technology, different even principles that will fit each human at a time. If you want to know more about human optimization strategy, about the Human Ops framework, subscribe to the newsletter and also follow me in every platform in social media. Until we meet next time, keep learning, keep optimizing.